Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Kelly Kennedy.
And I'm Paige Arnold.
Seniors, if you didn't take the SAT as a junior, you'll be able to take it October 10th for $65. Fee waivers may be available for select students at Student Services.
This year, the school has had a decline in student nominations for homecoming court. We go to Tobin Thomas with more.
In recent years, Roseville High School has seen a decrease in student participation in the homecoming court nomination system. According to Activities Director Brent Maddox, this decline is due to a variety of reasons.
Yeah, Roseville's been proud to host a variety of courts through many years, going back almost to the beginning of our inception as a school. And what we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years, since COVID, really coming back from COVID, is we've just seen less and less participation for the nomination process. And then surprisingly, there's a number of students that have been nominated who communicate with us that they're not interested in being on the court. And it's something that we've been having conversations with in our Talking Tigers. And we have students that are saying, yeah, we still want to keep this tradition, but actions speak louder than words. So if we don't see that student process involvement, then it's something that we really need to look at and identify as a culture for the school. Do we want to continue that, or do we want to look in a different direction?
According to Dance Committee Chair Shay Wasafi, the majority of the students at Roseville are still interested in maintaining the tradition.
So Mr. Maddox and I created a form to send out to all the students, and they had to fill out a survey to see how many people actually cared about court. And if more people didn't care about court than actually cared about it, then we were going to cancel it. But a lot of people said, more than half of them said that they liked it and they actually do care about it. So we decided we really just have to promote it a lot and try to get as many nominees as we can.
Safi believes a change or removal of the current court system would affect numerous established traditions.
So if we didn't end up getting enough nominees, then we were going to have to cancel court, and that would have shifted a lot of things for the parade as well, because the winners of the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors would have to ride in the car. So we ended up getting more nominees, not as much as we'd hoped, but we got enough to get it back on track. So I think that it's a green light for it to be good.
Although this year's homecoming court is continuing as planned, Maddox is preparing for the future of the court system and Roseville High School activities as a whole.
We're still not sure where we are, if it's students don't know enough about the processes that we have or about the activities, if we need to have better communication, because, let's just face it, there's a lot of distractions that this generation has, especially with social media and so many things going on outside of the school, that there could just be a little bit of pollution where the message isn't getting through. And it could also be that their interests are in a different area, and if it is, we want to identify where that is so we can tailor events and activities to best excite students, again, to get involved at Roseville.
Thanks, Tobin.
And now we go to Danny Gibanescu with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Danny Gibanescu. Starting with girls tennis, the team has been on a tear lately with a record of 5-1, including wins against Yuba City and Placer. The team also went to Santa Cruz last weekend.
It went pretty well. We played 2 high schools and we won both times, and it was really for team bonding mostly, but yeah, it was good. We went to the beach after our first match. We had a bonfire, and then we went to the boardwalk the second day. We played against Aptos High School, and they're pretty good, but we ended up winning. They won their section last year, so that was cool.
Next with volleyball, the team went 2-0 this week with wins over Yuba City and Placer, now moving them to a record of 2-0 in league and 8-9 overall. On Wednesday, both water polo teams won, with the girls winning 19-2 and the boys winning 15-9. The boys' record now moves to 3-7, and the girls move to 3-2, with the girls' team going to Sierra College this weekend for the annual Sierra Shootout. Finally, girls golf went beating Del Campo, with Jasmine Hale shooting a 47 and Kendall Chapin shooting a 52. That's all on your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. Now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Danny. 1 week ago today, Rex Orange County released his latest album, The Alexander Technique. And seeing him back making music makes me really happy concerning what he went through in 2022. Having some criminal charges placed on him, which, if you don't know, Google it. I'm not allowed to say certain things on here. But he wasn't guilty, so we're chilling. So considering what he went through, this project had deep themes of mental health, therapy, and self-healing. He expresses his journey through therapy, amending relationships, and becoming a better person and finding himself over time. Although this album might be one of his less enjoyable ones, and maybe a little too slow-paced, it's still outstanding. One track that really stood out to me above the rest was 2008, which was a song that had Alex reaching back on his memories of being a carefree 10-year-old, listening to artists like Jay-Z, Kanye, Nas, with his mom in the car. This track is huge towards the theming of the album, as Alex in the end of the album finally learns to channel his 10-year-old self again after battling with his depression and seeking a way to be complete again, through therapy and self-healing. If you haven't yet checked out this project, I really recommend you give it a try. It's pretty lit. Now, let's get into the stuff that nobody really hears about. So the game Concord came out about a month ago, but apparently got taken down 2 weeks after launch since nobody really wanted to play it. By the way, it cost over $100 million and 8 years in development and only made a whopping $1 million in the end. That's like how Drake deleted some of his diss tracks to Kendrick after Not Like Us came out. Embarrassing. I'm Anthony McFarland, and now we go back to news.
Thanks, Anthony.
A new club focused on gender equality has been formed on campus. We go to Ari Vasquez with more.
Due to the COVID shutdown, the Intersectional Feminism Club, like many other clubs, was put down and not picked back up again until this year by club president Phoebe Ratu.
So before COVID, there was a feminism club, but after it hit, no one really picked it up. So we wanted to start up a feminism club again, and not just for women to gather, but also just everyone to gather and talk about issues in the world, because all are welcome.
The goal of the Feminism Club is to bring together the student body as well as educate the students about worldwide issues.
One of the goals of the club is basically just to educate people on oppression and how it affects different women around the world. And one of the other main goals of the club is to do fundraising and to put together a lot of community service for the student body and to really just be activists for the people who don't have a voice.
All women go through different experiences and that we all have different struggles, and we just really want to bring that to light.
The club plans to have a monthly event that helps raise money for feminism.
We have a lot of fundraising ideas to do. At least once a month we want to put together something like that, or we want to do a lot of activities within the school. We're thinking about doing friendship bracelets, people can pay to make some and we can donate that. And so those are kind of the events we have planned.
For anyone who is interested in joining, there's one way to find them online.
Our club advisor is Mr. Underwood, and he's in room 703. You can just come in there and he'll talk to you how to get in touch with us and how to get involved in the club. We also have an Instagram if you want to check that out. It's RHS_Intersectional Feminism Club, and that would be really nice if you guys could follow if you're interested in joining.
Thanks, Ari.
That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.